Today on PFDAuto, we're going to continue with the interior. Mostly because I'm still waiting for parts. That oil pump is going to take a while to get here. I guess if you order stuff on eBay, you should really look and see where it's coming from, how long it's going to take to get there. Or just buy the cheapest set that you can find like I did and wait till it shows up. Anyways, we've got plenty to do. I'm going to try to get the seats out today, and after that, find some dry ice, see if we can start pulling that sound deadening out so we can get it replaced. I'd really like this car to be as modern as I could get with the old school look. So we definitely want to make it quiet in there. That said, let's get started. All right, so this looks like it should be pretty easy. Got a bolt here. Got one more over there. I don't know if you can see that or not, but trust me, it's there. And then hopefully we can get at these bolts here. I guess they're under this plastic. You're supposed to move the seat back and forth to be able to get to these bolts, but we don't have any power. We don't have a wiring harness. We don't have a battery. So we'll get these seats out, get this plastic popped off, see what we can do here. And hopefully this won't take forever, but we'll see. All right, let me get you set up and we'll get started. So from the research that I've done, these are all 13s. So that is not true. I should have known looking at that. I mean, it's not a 13. That's definitely a 10. So I'll go get the right wrenches and then I'll be back. As I thought, definitely a 10. Nice part about that is I've got some smaller wrenches and some more choices. Ratcheting, standard box, but tiny, and 1/4 inch drive. So hopefully we'll be able to turn these with such a small wrench. They are seat bolts and they are old and original, but we'll give it our best shot. Here we go. Now that we got those out, from what I could see online, there's another bolt somewhere in here. So let me figure out how to get this plastic piece off, hopefully without completely tearing it apart. See if we can't get at that one. Alright, so I found this piece. In here you can see the other one over there. I just pried it apart, basically. Just a couple clips. Maybe a clip there, I'm not sure, but it doesn't look like I broke it. So I just kind of pulled it back, pushed it over, and wiggled it out. That gets us a little closer. Well, maybe I did break it. No, that's from the door card. Alright, so the other bolt should be down here by this nickel. But of course there's just a bunch of change in there and I can't see anything. So you can see that flat piece connected here. And I'm trying to get this off. So we got to figure out how to pop this guy off. I don't know if I can get you in there, but see this little hook right here? It hooks onto there. So if you don't want to break this piece, you pop that clip loose, and then you slide it forward, and it'll pop off. And that makes it. I can get all the rest of this change out of here. That makes it to where we can see the other nut. See if we can shed some light on this situation. Maybe you can see down in there. Right there. So that's our next one. Then we got to go to the other side. So what I was able to do was get this wrench in here by bending this tab. Then I grabbed another wrench. I used it for leverage to pop this loose. And Now with a bunch of micro turns, I should be able to get this bolt out. And then I get to do the same thing on the other side, but there's a transmission tunnel. So yeah, stay tuned for that. All right, 3 bolts down. Still no focus. There we go. 3 bolts down. Now for the hardest one, but we're making some progress. All right, first things first, we gotta get this cover off. Once we get this cover off, we should be able to see the bolt at least. That's how I did it last time. I'm sure I'll break it this time. In all reality, I don't even need it all the way off of there. We do to get all of this crap out of here so we can see what the heck is going on. If you ever pour, just start trying to take the seats out of your car. Find a couple bucks and change at least, I'm sure. Piece of glass. Maybe old Band-Aids. Boatload of change. Look way down in there. It's the bolt we need. How we're gonna do that, I have no idea. I guess this seat rail is kind of a problem too. It's got to slide off of there. We might try to undo that. See if we can, move the seat. Doubt it. But we'll give it a shot. Maybe I'll try to get you set up with a shot of this one so you can watch me struggle with it. Who knows? Maybe it'll be fun. Maybe it'll be bearing and I'll cut it out. We'll probably cut that out. All right, well, here we go. So while this is, I'm sure, just awesome content, I'm gonna get this bolt out and then I'll be back. So, needed the seat up. Tried the drill battery, didn't work. Went and got the battery out of the car. Made some fancy wire connectors. Connected one to the negative, one to the positive. Stripped down some wire on the other side. Applied it to the left and right side. And it moved the seat up. What do you think of that? So now, I've actually got a little bit of room to where I can get at that bolt. Now I should be able to get it out of there. Gonna have to do the same thing for the other side, I'm sure. But those ones are already taken apart, so it should be pretty easy. Now that I know what I'm doing, it should only take a minute. So I'm gonna pull that bolt, we'll get the seat out, we'll go ahead and do the other side, and we can tear this carpet out and keep making some progress, finally. Well, okay, so we've got all 4 bolts out. Yeah, that was super easy. Next step is we need to get the seat out. I showed you there's a rail over there. The seat's gonna have to slide forward, but loose. We're gonna do our best to not snag all this wiring, not break a bunch of stuff. Attempt to pull the seat out without breaking it for me. Should be fun. So what I'm attempting to do is pull this seat out. But as you can see, this rail here, it's connected all the way back there in the back seat. And it also has a stop on it. Everybody said slide it forward. But that's not just going to slide off of there as far as I can tell. Might have to get into the back seat and unbolt it. So I popped that cover off. There's a bolt in there with a washer. We'll add that to the bag. But now that bar should be free. It's going to make it a little bit more tricky maneuvering it out. I think it's the only way. If not, it's the way I'm doing it. Yeah, we've got freedom. Now I'm sure being power, oh yeah, there's all kinds of connectors underneath here. We're gonna have to take apart. Okay, I got one wire out. I got two wires out. I've got two disconnected. What in the world? Oh, that's the ring for the ignition. Okay, I don't see anything else connected. Let's see if we can shimmy this thing out of here. Look at that. Seat is out. All right, seat number 2 out of here. Now, get all my tools and everything else I can find out of here, and then start ripping this carpet out. You know, the fun stuff. What do we got here? New Canton in Sacramento, California. Mystery phone number on the back. Comment below if you want me to call it. What else we got here? Capital Beauty Supply. Okay. So correction, we're gonna have to get back seat out, at least the base, before we can tear this carpet out. It goes underneath. So let's do that. I'm not going to vacuum. Might pick up this change. Could always use a couple bucks. But yeah. Getting there. So you can see here on the back seats, just got these little tabs. You push the tab and lift up. Now, I'd love to show you that, but apparently I'm not strong enough to do it with one hand. Maybe I could set you up. So now that we got all the seats out, I'm going to pull these. They just pop off. And we're going to get rid of these little white tabs here. They're holding the carpet in. We'll pull all of this carpet up. We'll give everything as much of a clean as we can. We'll try to hang these wires up. Get them out of the way. And then it's off to the store to get some dry ice. The theory is you can put dry ice on this junk, and it'll get brittle. You whack at it with a hammer, it just pops off. Now, I've never done that, but I'm going to try. But first, we got to get rid of the rest of this stuff, because there's sound deadening, I'm sure, under all of this. Yep. And a bunch of wiring I'm going to have to move. Oh, I love wiring.